This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. A high-caliber, high-noon showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Coach Kitley told me before the game, he knows that they are not one of the Power 4 conferences, but they are here to prove they can compete with anyone. His team is fired up and ready to prove they are just as good as this top-ranked team. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Coming out with it, it's Holloway. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Owls offense comes onto the field first today. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for space, it's Bernard. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Mason Graham almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Snap from the gun on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Hauls it in at the 25. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Gators offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Frankly, they've been looking forward to this matchup all week. The coaching staff imploring him to go after this guy. They'll give it to Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's chat about Florida. You start the season, top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the quick grab. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, it's a tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And the play will stand after. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. First carry of the season. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Pryor. Good, solid pickup there now. They can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Pryor. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
there's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation.
Makes the catch, and he's free. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Going to the run, it's Bernard. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Reads it, fires complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's 3rd and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Wow, look at this. You can take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. Trying to barge their way in. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got the tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Trying to power it in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Got room to work. Got enough for the 1st. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Offside.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Bears, looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now over to your game inside the Swamp. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the Swamp.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something. Dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Florida head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Jones to throw. Finds the tight end. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Gators line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Messer. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Now on 1st down from the 43.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Jumped on top of the pile. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner, and guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Bernard. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying to run, it's Bernard. Here's a little room there. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Owls trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Owls. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Jones wants to throw it, moving away from pressure. Finds a man by himself. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Taking it the other way. Past the 10. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17.
Time to take a shot. Makes the grab right down the middle. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Gator. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Man, sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Pulls it, fired complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Owls are in the hurry-up. Finds his man. It's Messer. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Makes the grab and room to run. He's at the top, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Owls!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, here on the Florida sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Fires downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in play.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires on the move. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Running through contact. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking to get it in. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And the route is on.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mays. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take caught, and he's got room. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Jones to throw. Working that left side now. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Number 38, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. That's caught. It's Henry. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Off the RPO, complete. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Jones wants to throw it. He turns that loose down the right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Garcia. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Bernard. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be 4th down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Jones to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll run it again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Number 41, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football.